it was your headphones or something, but you were sitting right there, so it wasn't like you were out of range or anything. So I
I don't
don't know
know.
what was going on.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
I hear an echo right now on your end.
you do have an echo?
Yes, I hear me on back from you. Can you hear
Really?
me now? I don't
I
hear
can
it
hear
now.
you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, whatever you did fixed it just that second.
I didn't do anything. So
You
it might
did
have been
too.
something you did.
It was nothing I did. It was on your end.
Can you still
There's
hear
an
it?
echo. No,
I didn't do anything.
I could until like 4 seconds ago.
I
Do
didn't do
do do do do do do do. You're
anything.
hearing squeals and I'm hearing echoes.
Uh-huh.
I think my channel is possessed by aliens.
Maybe.
Aliens came down in their spaceship and did an abduction of my channel,
Oh my
and
goodness.
now they're experimenting on our minds and our ears and our hearing. Anyway, good
Right? That's
morning,
very
everyone.
possible.
Bumcrack is last.
Good job, Bumcrack.
Lag says good morning. Anissa says third. You get the little trophy.
That's what happens when a snake gets in your computer.
You remember? He's got a good memory. I've already forgotten that.
He does.
Cody Ammons. Do I know you, Cody? Hi, morning.
Hi,
Come on
Cody.
in and enjoy the merriment.
Hi, Anissa. Hi, Real 8 Cinema. And Maggie. How you doing, Maggie? I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing good. So, what was your final number today? Maybe you beat me. Where'd he go? Maybe the aliens abducted him finally. Hey, Sarcastic. How you doing today? 3,700. That's great. Lag.
What did he do? He sell
Hi,
something for
Dan.
big money again?
Yeah, I was asking you what your final number was. Hey, Tom. Why aren't you in here?
What my final number?
Is Tom
Like,
waiting in the green room? Or Maggie?
nope, I don't
Okay.
see him. I'll put the invite in the side chat.
Good idea. So how
There he
many
is.
do you have going out today then?
Uh, 15.
Oh, see, you did beat me. You did beat me. I
Well, I
only had
wasn't beating
13.
you yesterday.
I had 13.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. That sucks. You do need to get your own office space so you can get on whenever you want, you know. I think that's important.
Yeah. Let's see. Diane came in. Maggie's here. There's the there's the link to join the live chat.
Sally the upside down echoer.
Tom's here.
Oh.
Maggie May, Maggie May, Maggie May, Maggie May.
Hi, Maggie. Are you
Me out of
sitting
the
in the
dark.
dark?
Hi.
There's so much
Hey,
light behind you. It's
just
your
wait behind me. That's all right.
your
I don't
image
believe
is
that
just
my hair is
black.
right. Myself on YouTube. Do I look even more there? Yeah, I do. Yikes. Too much light behind me.
Yeah.
Good idea, Tom. kick a kid out. They don't
We
need that
can't.
room.
All we can see is dark hair and two little black eyes. You look a little like a thin Satan.
Wait a minute. Let's this over here. We need to get something to cover the windows.
Is it Satan?
Is that better?
A
Yes.
little bit, yeah.
Little.
Not
It's just
all
as
the way
well. I
good.
look a wreck.
You look a wreck. Yeah, I bet. How come Tom
That's what you
doesn't have a wrench in the side chat? Well, he does now. Anyway, how you doing, Maggie? Haven't talked to
What's
you
that?
live for a month.
I know it's been crazy. I haven't been able to get on it this time of day hardly at all. But
Well,
What you been
I've
doing?
got my house to myself. No grandkids.
I keep seeing your pretty pictures on Instagram with your new outfits you're getting. New old outfits, new thrifted outfits. They're cute.
Oh, thanks.
Have you been just
Trying to decide. I'm sorry.
have you been taking care of the kids or something? Taking care of the babies?
She can't hear us now.
Maggie?
Hi,
Uh-oh.
Maggie. You can't hear us now. Look at her face. She's looking. Why can't I hear them?
Can you hear me?
My internet that's crazy. Or is it your internet? Is it my internet?
Can you hear me?
I can hear Sally and I can hear me.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Well, I can hear you too. I think my internet's crazy. Sorry.
That's okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you did, fixed it.
I switched my
Man,
we're
we're having problems today.
sorry. Just stayed in the chat.
No, that's okay.
I know. Sally had a squeal and then I had an echo and now you couldn't hear us. And I tell you, aliens abducted my channel. They went on YouTube and said, let's get that Silverhairstacker and mess with people that he's talking to. So I am so excited. Yesterday I called we live in small town central Texas, and they finally ran fiber optic computer cable down the alley on the poles. So we're going to get fiber optic on Wednesday, the 6th of July.
Great.
So right now I've got my download speed is 40 and my upload speed is 7.
Wow.
And when I get the fiber optic, I'm going to get 500 megs down and 500 megs up. It's going to be great.
Will you keep the same? Hi, Hank. Will you keep the same provider or like your internet provider?
No, it's a different provider. My provider has been horrible. Lived here 15 years, and they've been horrible from the start to the end.
Yeah, I agree. Just what I know from what you've been through.
Right.
Your provider is horrible.
Of course, 3 years ago when I had squirrels in the attic, that didn't help either.
True. Or snakes.
Snakes.
Hey, guess how many Valerie has going out today?
71.
5.
Almost. You almost got it, Todd.
Well, yesterday you told me it was 52 or something.
Oh my God.
No, I
So
said yesterday she had 40. What was it? 48 or something. Today she has 68 going out.
holy cow. She's a listing demon.
It's crazy.
I amazed myself yesterday. I
Yeah.
put up like 18, 19 listings. I was like,
You know, not really even that. You know, there's a lot of little things that contribute to how she's doing in her building her business. It's not only the listing part of it. She's doing 15 a day, pretty much every day. But I'm sure there's days where she doesn't. Because I know that I have my days too, where I can't get my listings up, or I feel like I can't. I try to do it whether I feel like I can or I can't. I feel like I'm too tired or whatever. I try to get them up anyways, but there's a lot of things that contribute to that. One thing that I know that contributes to that is feedback and
eccentric.
your ratings and stuff. And I was going to share with you. I put it in a Word document this morning just so I'd have it available to me. A couple of weeks ago, I got a neutral feedback, and usually I will just say, okay, we're just going to sell through it. It's going to get buried. Nobody's going to see it. But really, it does add to your scores and your ratings. And you need to be worried about it. If it's something that's on there that shouldn't be on there, then you need to get it removed. And if you have a good return policy, and you've been selling on eBay for a while, and you do everything that you can possibly do to make sure that the buyer is happy, with their products and stuff, and you don't have that many problems, as far as like not shipping when you're supposed to, and not not giving good descriptions and stuff like that, then you should get that stuff removed. So can I screen share, Todd?
Uh,
Can you push
let's
the button?
see. How do I get it to allow you to share?
So you're saying you think that your feedback score really has an impact on your sales?
That does have something to do with your sales, and I think it adds to like and stuff like that too. So I sold these, and so I got a feedback, and it was neutral feedback, and usually I don't even care, and I just let it pass me by, but I got a feedback. The earrings are not what I expected. Well, okay, so that's an opinion, okay, and so eBay usually, if you call eBay on something like this, they'll say, oh, well, that's the buyer's opinion, and we have to leave it. They're not doing that anymore, as long as you tell them what they need to hear. And I think so I just went on the contact us, feedback removal, and then there's a spot. Usually it'll have like any of your negatives or neutrals on there listed, and you just click on one, and then you give a reason, and the removal request reason I gave was other reason outside my control, which it was because the buyer didn't give me any kind of communication. They didn't say, can I return these? They didn't say, can I have, half back since these aren't what I expected? They didn't say anything. So I just wrote on there, I offer a generous 30-day free return policy, and this buyer did not reach out to me and let me know what I could do to make it right. There was no communication with me at all. I would like the feedback removed. Thank you, Sally. So about 15 minutes later, they wrote back and they said, we removed the feedback, so as it does qualify under our removal policies. Please, allow us for it to be removed up to 72 hours or whatever. So, and to tell you the truth, I had one probably 2 weeks prior to that, and it was the same kind of deal. So I really do feel like, it's something that if it does affect your rating, if it affects your rating, then you should be involved. You should, have it removed, or, um, at least try. And, eBay kind of makes it a lot simpler now, and if you don't have a lot of, poor description, problems or
We
anything
lost
like that,
Maggie.
if you're able to.
Yeah, I mean, like 4 or 5 years ago, I used to get messages from eBay. Sorry, no, this is just the customer's opinion, and we're not going to change it.
Yeah,
And I
it's not
know
like
it
that
was for
anymore.
things that they would change nowadays. Yep.
I
Morning,
do have
Scott.
free returns. I do have free returns on my jewelry and my clothing, because when I do that, it actually allows me not to get any bad feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I'll tell you, if you're fortunate enough to have concierge, I have concierge due to going to eBay Open. You get so many free removals per year, which nobody really speaks about it. I had a buddy Jennifer call and was trying to get something removed, and the rep straight up told her, you get 4 or 5 just automatic removals each year if you call in for them. So if anybody has concierge, you get free ones they don't tell you about.
Yeah, I think I've had 3 that I've had removed so far this year. But
Hi,
you
Carol.
don't even need concierge. All you need is to go to contact us, go to feedback removal, and click on it, and then give a reason. That's all you need. So, and and there's so much that makes up of the the rating system and your placement and all of that you kind of have to keep up on it, unless you could work it out to where you can list more, or maybe provide something else in place of that. I mean, I'm sure that there's people that don't do anything at all with their feedbacks, and like I used to not even care if I got a negative. I was like, screw it, it'll get buried, and I didn't even worry about it. But I figure now, if I could just get it removed, why have it on there? And it's so easy to have them take it off now. So, but I just wanted to
Yep.
share that with y'all. That's just my piece. I just feel like it's kind of important, and if you don't know about it, then Who's gonna tell you? You know?
Sally or your mama. That's who'll tell you.
Yeah, I haven't sold a lot on eBay. I guess I should list, shouldn't
I did a hateful thing yesterday. I listed like 15 shoes and clothes. I hate
Good job.
I hate clothes. I don't mind shoes so much.
Well,
but
then don't pick them
clothes,
up.
well, I know, but I got some really good stuff. But
See?
yeah, I'll pick up clothes if I can. You go to the bag sale at the rummage sale and get them for 50 cents a piece, and then sell them for $30 or $40. Can't just leave it there, I guess.
So
Oh.
Lag says, did you ever see the Amazon seller on TikTok that drove to a customer's house who scammed him?
That sucks.
I haven't seen it, but I can tell you one thing: you got to stop and ask yourself, what the hell is your account worth? Amazon finds out you've done that kind of stuff and used the customer's information. It doesn't matter if they've scammed you or not. You're going to have to prove to them you're not going to do that to other customers' private information. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. What's your account worth?
So
And then you record
because they gave the scammers information, they might be in trouble or what?
No, just because Amazon would probably call it abuse of personal information if you show up at a customer's house, because it shows the phone number, and every time you do an FBM order, it tells you about safeguarding customers' private information and not to use it for anything else. I think I have seen that one. I think it was something really, really large or something that they claimed they didn't get or whatever, and it was sitting in their yard.
Yeah.
Called the cops on them. Well, I don't know.
And I mean, I understand we get emotionally wrapped up in some of this stuff, but you show up at somebody's house unannounced like that. I mean, you're liable to get shot or anything. I mean, this is
Yeah.
we just sell widgets, folks. It's not worth me putting my life at risk over whatever. Just sell something else. I mean, most of the time our cost in items is so low. It's
Yeah.
fun to watch.
I bet it was a fun video to watch. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't see it, but who was it?
Bushy Box is the name on TikTok.
Okay. Well, I don't do TikTok, so I'll take your word for it.
Don't start, because if you start watching, you start flipping through them stupid things, and you go, oh, it's just a few minutes. The next thing you know, 3 hours passed.
3 hours have gone by and you've watched. I do that with reels. I'll sit there and watch reels and look up, and it's 45 minutes later. What have I been doing? Watching people fall off of bicycles and jump off of bridges and get hurt real bad, getting run over in a wreck or something.
Yeah, I'll get trapped in. YouTube has a bunch of videos. So you say you're something about being stupid, and it'll be all those videos of people, just doing the stupidest mess.
Yeah.
I'll look them up.
Lagask is this a vintage hat? And yeah, it is. It's made in the USA.
Awesome. Good job.
Yeah. Hats are basically bread and butter, right?
Yeah, I picked up 2 hats. I don't know how old they are.
This might be a $35 hat, even though it's old and all the foam on the inside completely crunched up.
I picked up this one because it had the big patch on it.
Yeah.
The foam is getting bad, so I figured it was kind of old.
Yeah, but people will replace that.
It was $1. It was 40% off, so it was like 60. It was like 60 cents. And then this one had like the what do they call that, scrambled eggs or whatever, same thing, same hat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this one, the inside is fine. So, but the same estate sale.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
if
like,
you got a made in the USA or an American flag on the inside of a cap,
yeah. And it actually says "Made in USA" on the strap.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So does this one somewhere.
Because I know a lot of people have said the ones with the patches on them are, if they're older, do okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I grabbed those in the estate sale this weekend.
Yeah, if it's a print there instead of a patch like this one,
Right.
it's not worth as much probably. But if it's an old style patch like that, but yeah, why not turn 50 cents into $30?
Yeah, I'll get those listed. They're
That's
easy
like,
pretty easy to list. I mean, just a few pictures inside, back,
yeah.
front.
And hats really don't take up as much storage as VCRs and such.
What are you trying to say? That takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, easy to ship. And you put them in a 8x6x4, and they only weigh 8 ounces. So
Yeah, I got big stuff. I got big stuff to ship today. I think I've got one printer. I have two printers to ship and a VCR.
Nice.
yeah, John Deere hats. God, have you seen the prices of some of the vintage John Deere hats?
Mm-mm.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, $200, $300.
And then signed sports hats. If you got a baseball cap that was signed by Dizzy Dean or somebody, geez, big money, big money.
Yeah, I was watching Commonwealth Picker, who on TikTok. He asked, "Would you do this?" Somebody bought a John Deere hat right in front of him, and he offered the guy $25, and the guy took it, and he sold it for some big number. It might have been $300. It was an expensive hat.
Wow.
So yeah, John Deere, the older ones are just crazy.
Sweet. Yeah, I think I saw his video on that. I watch him all the time because I'm retired and I don't have to work all the time like you full timers do.
Yeah, he sometimes has longer videos, so I've got the TV behind me. It's on a swing arm, so I point it that way so I can see just playing in the background.
Oh, the guy that bought it originally, he just needed a hat because he forgot his. Okay.
I'll show you a good sale. Stuff that I didn't even know what I'd heard of it, but didn't know what it was.
It's amazing the stuff that you can find that you never heard of before and never even thought about selling, but then you get it and sell it for a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
So it was sitting on a table for $10. It's a Steam controller. It does something. Evidently, there's some kind of video platform or something about Steam.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that $10 controller, it's in this box. It looks like it's new. I got $160 for that thing.
Winning.
Yeah.
God,
So
$160 for an open box
open box controller. Yep. People,
Gee.
I used to catch all kinds of grief in the videos. People are like, "Why do you look up everything at yard sales?" Because you just don't know, and you walk around with a freaking computer. It takes 2 seconds. I looked that up on Amazon, and they were selling for $99 used. I'm like, well, what is it like? I listed it as used, very good in the box, and the more stuff you had with it, I got 160. It took a week and a half to sell, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Thank goodness that there are people that still have yard sales and sell that stuff, because there's a lot of rich people that just throw that stuff straight in the trash.
Well, this was a guy who collected computers, so he had all these vintage computers up, he said that he had brought stuff out. He was in a neighborhood and he brought 3 things out. He's like, I've reloaded these tables 3 times and sold so much. And he had another one for $10, which I got 70 for. It was evidently the thing that connects your computer to Steam or something. I forget what it was called. But he had games that Harlan got games he listed on eBay. He had games 3 for $10, and the average on ones Harlan grabbed were like $30-something a piece. This is somebody who knew what he had and still sold it relatively.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this one. I mean, I can't tell that he hardly. This guy took care of his stuff, which was nice. All right, how do you get? Come on. When you open it up, and I don't think he ever used it. Because there's the cable. There's all the other stuff with it.
Jeez.
Instructions. I mean, it doesn't hardly have a scratch on it. So she's going out today to some happy customer.
Do you buy Elmer Fudd hats?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I sold another one of these this morning. When I was in the shower, I heard my phone beep, and it was another garment. So I've sold 5 of these so far at $50 a piece.
Who's TB? Tuberculosis?
Yeah. Tampa Bay Rays.
New Era 7.5. Somebody will buy that, right?
Yeah, Tampa Bay's still around.
Clydesdales.
But it's amazing what's out there, what we find at yard sales every week. You know, this was Father's Day weekend this past weekend, and there was only Saturday. There was only 9 yard sales, and we still got, over half my van was full of stuff by the time we got home.
Jägermeister with dog hair.
That's a good hat. That'll sell.
Yeah, so I bought a receiver. So sometimes you gotta pay up. I bought a Yamaha. It's an RX A1000 receiver. I couldn't get. He wanted 180. I got him down to 140. It's in its box with its remote. The remote's worth 50 or 60, and I'm gonna ask 500 on Amazon. There's none on there. This receiver is from 2014 or 15. It's got USB and all kinds of outs on the front where you can plug an iPod directly into it and it plays the iPod through your everything. So I know that's fishing string, but I don't know anything about those hats.
Yeah, trilene is just a fishing line.
Yeah.
Just fish.
Just fish. So we pick up a lot of sports hats and run them to the auction just because any of the colleges are here. You can pick up the hats for 50 cents and throw 4 or 5 together in a lot. You've only got $2.50, $3 into it. And you'll get $10, $12, $14, which is it's not bad to flip a couple dollars into 8 or 9.
Truckers Express Incorporated. Never heard of them.
And it's amazing this auction. So I had a digital camera. It was a Nikon D80, and it had I think a 200 millimeter lens on it. It worked, but I didn't have the charger, but I had the manuals, and it sold anywhere from 80 to 130 on eBay. It went into auction for 120, which is not bad. I didn't have to take a picture of it. I have to list it. There ain't no refunds or there ain't no warranties. So man, Tom, I don't fish. Fishing line, fishing string, whatever. Like it's crazy the stuff that. So the same guy who had the receiver, I bought a 4K Blu-ray player with the remote for 40. It sells used on Amazon for 139. And then for $20, I got a Sony mini disc player. I gotta find a disc. I've got 4 of these things now. I gotta find. I've got to at least buy a disc or something to test these things with. Um, it's just it's crazy what's out there.
Yeah.
You just gotta get out there and look for it. I mean, you don't hardly have to look for it. You just gotta show up at a yard sale. Huntsville is we're very blessed to have very good yard sales here. There's a estate sale today. It starts at 9. The line's probably the line's probably 100 deep right now. I'm like, you know what? It goes to a 1. I'll just show up at or starts at 10. It goes to a 1. I'm like, I'll just go at noon. Nobody buys what I buy. I'm just gonna go at noon and see what's left on the first day. I haven't filmed in so long. I'm gonna film this one for just for kicks and giggles. Last week was very interesting. I didn't realize we were going to stop Saturday because normally we don't have time to stop on the estate sales. We're doing yard sale, but it's a house in downtown Huntsville. The lady had she was fascinated, kind of obsessed with Salem, Massachusetts, and all the witch stuff. And so you're all green. Yeah, crypto turned green last night too. So
Yeah, it had to bounce
so
some
she built
because
these
it came
rooms.
down so much last week.
The interior of the house is was made to confuse spirits, and none of the floors were finished. They were all different. I mean, it was a very interesting house. I mean, it was an expensive area of town, and what a odd, you don't expect to go into a house and find like natural walls, natural wood walls, and natural wood floors that they didn't refinish, they didn't stain, they didn't paint. It's just it's like what you would expect to see in a really really older house. That was that was very interesting. Yeah, like
Yeah,
this weekend, I went to since we had time because there's not many yard sales. We did stop at an estate sale Friday. Um, you can fix your business and help your business out at an estate sale. I picked up a over on the shelf is already listed a Brother laser printer for $6. It's just sitting there, a Brother laser printer. It, and when I ran the reports and everything on it, because it had toner in it, it had printed a grand total of 500 pages. And I bought another printer, same estate sale. It was an HP. I put ink in it. It's printed a grand total of 47 pages in its life. 47.
Wow.
47 pages.
golly,
Hey, Glenn. Good morning, buddy.
crazy. Yeah, I love. It's amazing what you can pick up. God, if I could just list everything I bought.
Man, this place looks like a disaster. And I got how many do I have to ship today? I think I got 17 or 18 that got to go out today.
I got 15. Sally's got 13, and Valerie's got 100,000. And
No, she has 68.
Lag hasn't sold very many, but he sold one for $3,200.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, lag sells some of the biggest stuff.
hey, Swamp, have you had some good sales yourself?
Hi, Glenn.
It's amazing that Swamp can keep a full-time job and still resell. I never did that.
I did. I'm keeping a full time job at reselling.
Yeah. Stupid Instagram. I keep getting these judo guys or dojo life guys that come on. God, some of their antics are faker than hell. Anyway, sorry. I just looked at my Instagram. And
Okay, so this is a good story. Y'all know how much I like Sony. Sony is my favorite thing to buy.
oh yeah,
Tom wants to know if your boy's still working for you, Scott.
Why does he want to make me mad first thing this morning? What the hell, Tom?
that was funny.
Okay, this looks like a normal Sony little boombox, right?
Yeah.
It has a remote with it. It's red. I'm trying to find. You can still see maybe see a little bit of it there. There's a little discoloration right here. It was at a church, and one of the kids had taken a marker and covered the whole speakers and all the buttons with blue on one side and orange on the other, and all the buttons were either blue or
Oh,
orange. Hand sanitizer took every bit of that off this thing.
really?
Oh yeah, hand sanitizer. I mean, I looked at it and Harlan goes, "Man, look at all the writing on it." I said, "How much you want for that thing with all the writing on it?" She goes, $1. It works.
Winning.
Everything works. It works on. I'd never seen one of these that had the remote with it, so
Yeah, I didn't know they even made those with remotes.
I didn't either until I saw one.
Well, there it
Hmm.
is.
I would show it to you, but I've lost it right now.
So, what's the comp on it? What's the comps on it?
I hadn't even looked it up. Let me look it up.
I mean, it's cool looking. It's got great colors.
Glenn says he's got a blue one of those.
Yeah, they made them in like 4 or 5 colors. Maybe that's an S.
Diane wants to know if Harlan's doing a listing show tonight.
I'm not sure. I talked to him this morning just to tell him a joke. Yesterday was a rough day. Yesterday was his would have been his brother's 45th birthday. You know, his brother's been gone about 4 months. So
So,
the last one went no remote, no anything, went for 60 plus 15 shipping. The red
Nice.
one.
how
I know
many
you
of
can't
y'all
believe
are?
I bought it for $1 without looking it up.
It's worth how much?
60 plus 15 shipping, so
Sweet.
75.
How many of y'all buy a tote full of Hot Wheels, hoping to get a red line?
So we buy most everything we see that's reasonable in the tote because, you know, having the auction, you know, you can put 15 or 20 cars up there, and those guys that collect it. There's guys up there that collect that stuff, so they buy them. I mean, so you're not going to lose. You make 2 or 3 lots out of that, and you'll make some money, and you can keep the ones you want. That's one thing I've never found out, like at a yard sale or anywhere. I've never found a red line. I mean, I've seen them like at estate sales and they want big money for, but I've never actually like found one at a yard sale or a thrift store.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. If it's a red line, people know about it. Because don't they have the dates written right on the bottom anyway? And they look at them, oh, this must be rare. It was made in the 60s or 70s.
And you have to watch out too. I think a lot of the red lines, you got to look for a date because Walmart had a series a few years ago where they did like an anniversary series of the red lines.
Bunch of these are Maisto, M-A-I-S-T-O. Is that do people collect those? I don't know. I just put them into lots and sell them.
Yeah, Maisto usually makes stuff that's this size or so. They do make some smaller ones on Walmart, but the main stuff is a little bigger.
Yeah, all these Maistos are the same size as Hot Wheels.
But it's amazing what you can find yard sale had 50 cent DVDs and Blu-rays. This, I mean, there was one that was really good. Where's the one that was? Do you ever see these? Fraggle Rock seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah,
They're worth about $30 each used.
really?
Yeah. When, first time I'd ever seen them at a yard sale.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we used to watch Fraggle Rock with the boys.
That was a good one. That was a brand new. It's got the DVD and the Blu-ray. It's Pocahontas 1 and 2. What was this one worth? It was. I forget. Yeah, this was in a box for 50 cents. Current FBA price is $25.
Winning.
Some of them I relive my nostalgia. This one's used, but I'll watch it before I send it in. I watched Top Gun the other day. Now I'm gonna watch ET this week.
E.T. phone home. Okay, what's E.T.'s favorite candy?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
There you go.
Yeah, TikToks are kind of funny. The one that keeps going around now is somebody will come up like at work and ask, "What's Jenny's number?" What's Jenny's number is the question they'll ask them. And you know, if you're born before, if you lived at all in the 80s, you know it. But if you're born like after like 88,
309.
oh yeah, that's it. Absolutely. I mean, I know you guys know it, but it's amazing to see the folks that were lived through the 90s and they look at them like, Jenny, who is Jenny? They're trying to think, do we have an employee named Jenny? Who is Jenny? And the older people go, immediately go.
Yeah. It's like, how does your brain remember shit like that?
I
Like,
still remember my
I
phone
can't
number.
remember my dad's phone number, but I can remember Jenny's number.
My home number from in North Carolina growing up, I still know that number, but I can't remember. So my phone was doing something crazy the other day, and I looked on the van to see who was calling in, and the camera was on, so it switched to the little screen in front of the steering wheel, and it just threw a number up. I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm reaching to get my phone in my pocket. It's freaking Harlan. I talk to him 2-3 times a day, and I don't know his number because it just shows up on the phone as Harlan.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I only know my wife's number because we got them at the same time, so it's only the last number changes.
Yeah.
Mine ends in a 5, hers ends in a 2, but other than that, it's the same number.
Yeah.
Yeah, lag.
Lag.
Young pup.
You don't know who Jenny or E.T. is?
And Lag that stuff just to pull your leg. You gotta watch Lag.
Did Lag grow up in a bomb shelter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a good one.
He doesn't know any pop culture at all. Like anytime we're talking about something pop culture, he knows nothing about it.
So this is interesting. So I'm looking through these Blu-rays. I've got 275 of them, and I'm looking through them like I'm scanning them. So I stacked them up here the other day. I was on the phone with Harlan while I was doing it. I'm like, oh, here's 15 Blu-rays. I've seen one. I mean, it's and I was like, have you seen this one, Harlan? Nope. There'll be 15. He's not seen a one. I mean, neither one of us.
Wow.
I mean, some people are movie people.
I watch a lot of movies and shows. I enjoy movies, and I think they teach you things. They teach you things about. They teach you things about life that you may not know. They teach you.
I grab a stack right here. Let's see how many. I've seen the first 2. Those are the only 2 I've seen. I've seen 3. I've seen Crank. So I've seen 3 of those. That's all I've seen.
What's the first one?
Quantum of Solace. That's Bond. James Bond. Maybe that would be better. I've seen the top two, and I've seen Crank. Other than that, I've not seen it.
I've seen Tourist. I've seen
No.
Crank. I've seen Get 'Em to the Greek. I don't know what that is. I have bad eyes.
Street King, Break. I've never seen them.
I've not seen Street Kings. I've seen Losers. I've seen Die Hard. And I don't think I've seen the first one.
But that's just a random. Just pick them up. I've only seen 3. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I remember my parents' phone numbers too, like from when I was a kid growing up, before they switched to like cell phones. It was 559-781-0688. And it's weird because my cell phone, the last 4 digits of my cell phone is 0689.
There's another one. I've seen 2 of those. I've seen Indiana
Uh,
Jones. I've seen Gran Torino. Other than that, I've seen none of
yeah,
them.
I've seen No Country for Old Ben, and then I've seen Gran Torino, and what's the
Crouching Tiger, Hidden.
Crouching Tiger. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Flight of the Phoenix. I've seen The Next 3 Days. I've seen Street Fighter. What is that? Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
I've seen
Indiana
that.
Jones.
I've seen all the Indiana Jones, and I've seen Aragon.
So I've seen 2 of those. I mean, it's like 20% of the ones I pick up. I've seen maybe 1 or 2, and that's it.
Yeah. I like movies. I like all
Okay,
kinds
so
of
Tom
movies.
says the top 2. I hope you're not saying you hadn't seen Indiana Jones.
That's good.
This is the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh shit, that was new. I thought it was. I thought I sent all the new ones in. It says 2 discs. I was gonna make sure I had both discs in it.
Yeah.
All right, $15.
Hey, $15.
But I can pick up handfuls of these. I'm sitting here looking at all of them. I've seen 2 of that one.
Now, Scott. Okay,
But
so
the
you're gonna
sad
sell
part
one
is I've seen
on
all
Amazon, right?
those. I've seen all those.
Yeah. I don't like Rambo, but I like very adventurous movies and stuff that has.
What about all
Yeah,
those?
I like Rocky.
That's the whole set. All 6 of them.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
it have
like
been
Rocky. I
great in a Rambo?
didn't get into the whole Rambo thing.
Wouldn't it have been great in a Rambo movie if Adrian had come walking in with her little beret on and said something like, "Save me, Rambo! What are you doing
But
in Vietnam?"
it's amazing. I'll walk into the yard sales and I'll start looking through the Blu-rays, DVDs, and there's some. What kind of people buy this stuff and never watch it?
Yeah,
I mean, this whole stack came from one house.
yeah.
They didn't
All
watch.
kinds.
They didn't watch Pocahontas. You know that was expensive.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Fraggle Rock. They didn't watch this one. Despicable Me. They didn't watch Willy Wonka. They didn't watch Breaking Dawn. They didn't watch Inside Out, and they didn't watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's
All those Disney ones. You know they're expensive. They don't go on sale much. All those movies. So
you know what? I think a lot of people get and give movies for Christmas, like stocking stuffers.
I never thought that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if anybody now that you say that, Todd, that's a really good idea for a YouTube channel that does like skits, because there's a lot of them. But for them to take one character out of a movie that plays, an actor that plays in another movie, and switch the main characters, like Rocky and Rambo.
Because think of all the big stars you could do that with. You got Tom Cruise. He was in Top Gun, but you could put him in Mission Impossible and Top Gun. Travolta. You could put
Right.
Travolta from Pulp Fiction in Grease. Would that be crazy?
That's exactly what I mean. That would be
Because he
awesome.
still had the same greasy hair and everything, but he was just like a sailor.
That's a really good idea for a channel. Oh my gosh.
So Tom says that
This
they
is the
buy
kind
it.
of ideas I come up with. It helps nobody.
Yeah, Tom says they buy it and it comes out on Netflix. That makes sense too. Who has a DVD player? Lag. I sell 2 or 3 a week at like $50 or $60 each. It's crazy. I sell 2 or 3 Blu-ray players every week.
Do y'all pick up vintage ham radios?
If I see it, man, that stuff is big money.
I had no idea. I just picked it up and said, that looks like it's kind of high quality.
Yeah, I had
And
a handheld one a few weeks ago. I saw it on eBay. I'll see if I can find it.
I bought this for $30. I got the power unit to go with it, and this, and a microphone for $30. And
That's
I
a
looked
deal.
it up on eBay, and it sold untested used for $350.
Woo!
Yeah.
So I got to get this listed today or
Black
something.
says, "What's a hamburger radio?"
A ham radio. Never heard of ham radio? God, that guy's young.
So I took an offer on that one. That was a little handheld. I gave $10 for it at a yard sale. That's a little handheld ham radio.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it 10 to 101 ship, 102 shipped. I'll take that every day.
That's good.
I didn't know how to test or anything. I mean, it come on and everything looked like it worked. So I most time if the electronics are power on, they work. I have found it's very.
Did nothing come up on it?
All these numbers and stuff came up on and it started squawking and
Yeah,
carrying on.
but it just like no channels came up.
No, the channels came up. I just don't know how to talk on it or all that.
Oh,
Yeah, ham radio stuff is it, and it's with the way the world's going now. It's in the people are really buying this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have one of those big, tall outside antennas to work these, I think. But
Yeah, I got a friend from high school who does that, and he's all the time posting. He talks to people all over the world with it.
I used to have a radio with a huge antenna, just a regular CB radio that, well, it was it was like a base unit, and had a really good antenna on the house. So I used to talk me some CB talk. It was fun. It was like having a cell phone before cell phones.
I'm trying to find you some good mix-ups like Eddie Murphy coming to America here. You can stick him in
Oh yeah,
in all his movies he's done.
that's a good movie.
yep.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. I bet I've watched it 20 times.
Yeah, here we go.
Nice.
Okay, look at sold listings. Look, you can sell the knobs. Okay, so I've got that thing, and I've got a mic. And that one bid to $380 plus $93 shipping.
So Sally, you could even go TV to movies to TV because I got a Cheech and Chong one here. You can put Cheech because you know he was in that TV show with Don Johnson forever. He was
Yeah.
he was a serious detective. So what if you put him in there as a stoner, and then put a
Yeah.
detective and then put a detective with Chong? That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wait, I think I was still screen sharing. We didn't see that last one. This thing is covered with dust.
Yeah, those are just the movies that are. So I sorted the Blu-rays based on if it's worth at least $8 used on Amazon, I'll send it in. Anything else is going to the auction. So I guess about 40% of the used ones are worth it.
At
So
the
those are
same
all.
sale this was, Scott,
Yeah,
I bought 5 CB radios for $5 a piece,
man, they sell good too. As
and
long as they're not the cheap ones.
I sold all 5 for over $1,000.
Well, if somebody's got ham radio stuff, their CBs are not going to be Radio Shack.
Right? Yeah, they were high dollar ones. And God, I didn't know they made CB radios so expensive.
Oh yeah.
I remember getting them in the 70s for like $20. I thought, man, that's expensive for a CB radio, and then $15 for an antenna to go on your
Yeah,
car.
that's the nice thing about electronics, man. Most people don't. Once they get a little older, people because they look at it as it's like same thing as clothes. They don't value it to them, and even so, some of the stuff is hard to find and it's still in demand. That's one of the reasons I love it so much. Is it's easy to look up because you can look up a model number pretty quick, and then most of the time, they'll damn near give it to you.
Yeah, I love vintage stuff like this. The thing weighs a ton. It's gonna be fun to
I mean,
pack it.
everybody knows video games for the most part, but they'll trip over themselves to get to a video game and walk right past, vintage electronics and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if I got anything else exciting this week. The problem is anything that I buy that's halfway interesting, it goes to auction on Monday, and then I miss you on Monday because I'm at the auction. And by the time I say hello, I've already put it at the auction.
Yeah, Tom, I've got some skin in the NASDAQ too. God, we needed to go up some.
Yeah, I think
We
Bitcoin went
just been
above 20,000.
we just been beat down the last 6 months. God, stock market.
Let's look real quick.
If the stock market had been going up this 6 months like it did the last 6 months of 2021,
Yeah, they're all up too. I pulled all my money out of this mess. But Bitcoin was around 17,000 a few days ago.
yeah.
I've just got a few here or there now.
I mean, at 20,000, Bitcoin is still in hurt territory.
Oh yeah, it's still. I think it's still a buy, but
Do
I
you?
still think we got growing pains to go through. There's election evidence coming out in about a month. You just don't know what these people are going to do because they can crash a market anytime they want to.
Yeah. If we
The
could
lag is
get
open. He's
if we
trying to
could get
kill
the
your retirement.
what do you say?
He's hoping it's a false bottom and it's going down farther. He wants to kill your retirement.
I know. He only cares about him making money. He didn't give a rip about me. But yeah, I guess if the stock market goes down, that just means I have to sell more stuff on eBay.
Oh man, Amazon was so nice to me this morning. I woke up and I had 125 items stranded. They were all from one shipment. And normally, if you try to resend the feed to it, it'll tell you you can't resend it when they're stranded. But it took it. Thank God, I've got like 6 stranded now. One of my
Dang.
shipments from last week went straight into stranded, which means they've got it, they've received it. You can't sell it until it's missing. It could be missing a number, a price. There's something wonky with the inventory layout right now.
Huh.
Hey, good morning, Red.
Hi, Sharon.
Lag said,
Hi.
don't worry, it'll go back up in a few years.
Yeah, it may in a few years. Well, if I last that long, I'm old.
But a lot of this little kind of stuff, this thing works. I got to list this today. It was $3 at a yard sale, and these little mini computers still sell for about 100.
How much will you sell it for?
This,
Yeah.
it'll sell for about 100. It's an Atom one, so it's not very strong. So, but if you just want to carry it around or whatever, it's the little bitty micros.
Can you, when you list it, can you send me a link?
Oh yeah.
Bridget showed a little
Which one?
laptop on Walmart on sale for less than $100. A
Oh yeah,
laptop computer.
there's a Chromebook. Did you see that, Sally? Walmart's got a Chromebook for $98.
Oh,
That would be a stronger computer than these old things.
That'd be a
I
good
just need
backup
something.
computer,
I just
wouldn't it?
need something small. I really like that color.
Yeah, the
She
Chromebook is 11 inches, so it's a small one too.
She doesn't care if it's a good computer. She just likes the color.
What about that one's bronze. I've got 3 of them. That one's bronze.
Yeah.
Shoot, make a deal right here and sell something to Sally because you don't want to pay seller fees.
Oh, you can have it for 25 plus shipping. I don't care.
There you go, Sally. You better make your deal right now.
All right. Give me your PayPal, dude. Send me a thingy.
All right, yeah. Put your zip code in the private chat, and
Okay.
I'll figure out what shipping is this morning.
All right. Let me know. I may
Wow.
know how much.
I love a vintage radio when you turn it over and the bottom is the top is covered with dirt and dust, but the bottom is pristine.
So Lag, it says Chromebooks are awesome. So on Chromebooks, do they still have the problem with printing that they used to have, or will they print now on pretty much anything?
I never had a Chromebook, so I wouldn't know.
Hey, Tom, I'm not making a lot of money. I had to buy the charger for that, so she's just getting the friends deal because I've had it for I've had it for a while. She can.
Yeah, Todd don't need no commission.
Yeah, I'm rich. I don't.
Yeah, he is.
So,
Yeah, I'll put it in the little case. So
Oh, thank you.
one of the ones I had came with a case, so I didn't know what I was gonna do with it, but you can have the case.
All right, thank you.
Sally's
Anything
got.
labeled. So like, what about if you on a Chromebook, if it's connected to your network and you've got a network printer, like my laser printers on the network, will it print through a network printer? Since I can print with my phone through a network printer, will it also? I bet the same app would work on that. I thought about just going to pick up one of those just to see how it does, because a lot of people a lot of people start this business with little to no money, and they need a computer that's quick enough, and those little Chromebooks are $98.
Yeah.
because this phone needs an app to print. That's a Brother printer. I think Brother makes an app for it. I think it's the Brother app that I'm using.
I just need something for my bedroom. Like, I don't have a computer in there, so. And sometimes I do work in there, so.
Let's make a deal. Come on down, Sally. You're the next contestant on the.
So Tom wants to know if the ham radio has tubes.
If it's got what?
Tubes. Is it old enough where it has tubes, or does it have circuit board?
Gosh, I don't know. Let me look through the vents and see if I can see any tubes.
Yes, I counted them up the other day. I have 15 computers out here. Here's another one.
Woo!
That's a big one. This is one of the yard sale. The guy's like, he took the hard drive out, and I'm like, well, I've got hard drives at home. You can put a solid state hard drive. I paid $25 for a hard drive on Amazon and stuck it in there. My buddy, I was telling him about it. He goes, I think I've got the power adapter for that thing. Let me look around. He sent me the power adapter for free. So I've got 25 in that computer, and it's a Windows 8 machine running an SSD. It's not a bad little machine, but I didn't want to mess with Windows, so I put Linux. I put Linux on it. So that's going to be my computer to learn Linux on.
Yeah, Tom, I just looked. It looks like there's like 4 or 5 or 6 tubes in there, but it also looks like it's got a bunch of solid state stuff too. So does that make it more valuable to be a tube? I mean, the people buying it, they're going to know, right? If it's got tubes or whatever.
And those when I saw that on Facebook yesterday about the Chromebook, I looked at my Walmart, and most of mine had it for $98. Then I checked on Amazon. I'm like, do I need to go buy these for Amazon? But you can get them for about the same price new on Amazon. Premium shit.
Isn't solid state worth more, though, than stuff with the tubes?
Well,
it depends.
Yeah. If it's a collector, they may want the old school type stuff.
And I've got between me and Harlan, we went in halves on a tube lot. We've got the large flat rate boxes. That's what the lady had them packed in. We have 29 boxes of large flat rate boxes full of tubes.
Yeah, some of those can be very good.
Yeah, I think we paid $100, $50 each. Just we thought this past winter we'll get around to them. Yeah, we never got around to them. They're just sitting in my storage shelf.
The tube units will heat a room, huh? Yeah, if you turn on one of those radios and it starts smelling like dust burning. Kind of like, you know how you turn on your furnace the first time at the end of summer?
I do have a Chromebook. I don't have a charger. I hadn't messed with this one yet. It's amazing how many computers you pick up at yard sale for $5, and now
I don't do it much because I seem to always get one and send it out, and then they message me back, this is locked. And so I have to send them a refund. So,
So how I've been fixing that, Todd, is you can put with a USB drive. All you have to do is go into BIOS and tell it to load from USB, and you can put Linux on any computer for free. And so I've been putting Linux on any computer I sell on eBay, and that way when the operating system installs, I just put the same password. And so
Now,
when I send it out, I'll put a sticky note inside of it saying the user one is the username, password is the password. And so I've not had any issues with it. And a lot of people are wanting to leave um, Windows because it tracks you so much. Linux does not track you like, you know, anything you do in an Apple, anything you do on a Windows system, they track every click, everything. And for the most part, if you go Linux, most of the program, the only browsers like Firefox and other things, stuff that doesn't track nearly as much. And so people are like, are a lot of, there's a big move to switch to Linux in the community of people who are thinking, I don't want to be tracked by I don't want to be tracked by Google. I don't want to be tracked by Apple. And so Linux, I mean, I've been getting a little bit more just because I have Linux on them.
hmm.
Even the ones I send to auction that aren't worth selling, I put Linux on them too, and that's fine. It takes it maybe takes 20 or 30 minutes to install it, but you just let it start going and then walk away from it and come back to it. But Windows 7, they're easy to, the password on Windows 7 is easy to break.
So if I pick some up, I may have to send you a message and get you to refresh me on how to do all that because I'm old and can't do anything.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot you my number. It'll be easier for me to tell you on the phone. It's pretty straightforward. All you do is you download Linux, whichever one you want. There's two main ones, and then you put it on a USB stick. You have to have a program to burn it like an ISO to a USB stick. It's like making a disk copy on a USB stick, and then that's it. When the computer comes up when you start it, it says enter like F2 or F10 to enter BIOS. You just enter the BIOS and change the boot, uh, and it'll recognize that stick and come up and says, "Do you want to start Linux?" Yes. And then when Linux starts up, it'll say, "Do you want to install Linux?" Yes.
Do you uninstall the Windows and stuff after you get Linux installed?
It gives you the choice to either uninstall it or install it beside it. I generally erase the whatever it is on it, but you can do it either one.
Linux is Linux, isn't it?
Correct. I think on this one, Tom, I put cinnamon. I think I put the mate version, the mate cinnamon. I think I put mate on this thing. Password.
Yeah, I mean, but what's not to like? You buy them for $5 and sell them for 50.
But
Or,
I mean, that's Linux right there. It looks just like Windows. It's made to look like Windows. There's a start on the other side. There's a start one. It's really hard to, other than you're using different programs. I mean, it looks just like it looks like the older Windows. It looks just like, other than just that you don't have the same program. So where instead of using Microsoft like Excel and stuff, LibreOffice is free. So you install LibreOffice. Like I say, you use Firefox browser. But once you get it, it works very similar. Everything just has different names. You can put Spotify on here. There's certain programs you can load it. There's a bird stuck in my building. Damn it. If the bird craps on my head while we're live, Todd, you're gonna have a viral video. But I think it's up to cinnamon 22 times what it's about now. I've wanted to try Ubuntu, but I haven't done it yet. Maybe the next computer I'll stick that on. Yeah, the MacBook is too good for. But the one nice thing about putting Linux on there, Linux is a much lighter operating system and doesn't need as many resources. So if you've got an older computer, say a Windows 7 or a Windows 8 computer, and you put Linux on it, it's like breathing new life into these computers. That computer with an SSD drive for $25 feels like night and day compared to what it was. I mean, it's very snappy, it feels like a newer computer. Maybe I'll try to load StreamYard on it. Maybe I'll try to see if I can use it tomorrow to get connected.
Cool. Oh, you gonna do a live tomorrow? Or are you
I've been
coming
thinking
on my
about
show?
doing something. I've been thinking about maybe trying a night or something at night. Night's a little easier for me.
Well, come on my show for a little bit tomorrow and use it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I would try to connect it and use it on your show.
Okay. Fun. Tune in tomorrow for the big reveal.
See if we can get Linux to work on StreamYard. But it's amazing. Any of these electronics like that, if you pick them up and if you go to a Linux, if you Google Linux and go to their main site, it tells you exactly step by step how to install it. I mean, it tells you what computer to use to burn it to your thumb drive. I mean, and then once you've got it on a thumb drive, you can use it to do every computer. So I've got one thumb drive with Linux on it. That's the one I've been using to put it on all of them. All right, Tom. I seem to get distracted in the mornings and feel like I'm losing time. I should be shipping or whatever. So I've been thinking about doing a night show. Maybe once, twice a week.
Cool.
Since I can't seem to make a video right now, what the hell? But so Lag wants to see a DVD player. This is a weird. I've never seen one like this. I got it this weekend. It's maroon if you can see it, but the tray comes out there and it's kind of round. It's not a portable. I mean, it's got HDMI, all the stuff on it. It's a little Samsung. It was $3 at a yard sale. I got it listed on Amazon for $50, so I'm the only one on the list. But it's maroon. It was really strange. I looked at it. I couldn't tell what it was until I started reading. I'm like, it says HDMI on it, but it looks like it's something out of a kitchen.
Yeah, it looks like one of those George Foreman grills.
It's exactly what it looks like. But you flip it over and it's a
Samsung something.
Yeah. And so all these, I'll put an HDMI cable with it too, so that Amazon customers are very picky. So you want it to work right out of the box. So I give them the cables with it too.
And it also makes grilled cheese sandwiches, right?
Even the remote looks weird. Look at the little remote.
Yeah, it does.
I have to tape it to the top so I don't lose it.
Yeah, Summer, we're still on. Can you believe it?
What time is it? Oh my God. Oh well, I don't care.
Summer, we're up for a listing hangout if you want to set one up.
You want to know what's wrong with our kids? So I found this weekend too. It's a little for real.
Poop a lot.
Poops a lot. There you go. Sell them a dog toy that its claim to fame is it poops, and they give you the poop with it too.
Oh my God.
Well, that was a shitty deal you got on that, I bet.
Yeah, but the DVD actually had a DVD in it, so when I plugged it in, I keep one of my little bitty TVs over there, so I can test all these machines pretty quick. I used to decide I was going to use that one, but I watched too much junk on that one.
Wow. Standard & Poor's is up almost 100 points. Woohoo! I don't know why I'm celebrating. It's like, get me out of the toilet on my stocks.
Yeah, I'm going to order an adapter for this one today, see if I can get this one running. Well, first I'm going to look it up, see what it's worth. If it's not, a lot of these Chromebooks are cheap.
Okay, Summer. Sounds like a good deal. I'll be in there.
Wow, we're up even for a week now in the Standard & Poor's. It erased all of its losses from last week. Sweet.
This is
Cool.
the
Well,
sad,
so far, it can still go down today like it has before.
this is the sad part. I can't see it. I have to take a picture of it so I can see where it is. Model number. All right, so the big question, are you worth fixing? Let's see. If it's not worth fixing, I'll just send it to the auction. It's a Q1BZC. Parts only is $45. Parts only is $28. It works.
Fun, Tom.
$59.99. Okay, so somebody sold one for 40. Somebody sold just a screen for 80, which makes no sense when you can buy the whole computer for 40. Somebody sold one for 130. Parts are repaired, no hard drive. That makes no sense. You don't get what you don't ask for.
Yep.
And then here's somebody who sold it, no power cord, just like this, works, tested, works, $25, free shipping. Makes no sense.
Yeah. That's all over the place today, I swear. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of different things.
Yeah, just put a price that you want on it that's reasonable, and you will definitely get it.
Yeah.
And sometimes the chargers fit in other computers. Let's see if this works.
I try to do that too, Lag. I price high and then I take offers on a lot of stuff. Just because the buyers will tell you where you're at, you know.
That adapter for the one, that orange one, or whatever color it is, reddish, just brought this one on. Went in. Trust is like an eraser. It gets smaller and smaller after every mistake. That's weird. Enter password.
Did you answer my question, Scott?
What was that?
No. How much total you want me to send you?
I should be able to ship it for 10. Just do 35. That should be. Yeah, I can ship it for 10.
So do 25?
No, do 35. Do 25 plus shipping, so 35.
Okay. Thank you very much for the good deal.
And I get $10 finder's fee.
Bullshit.
Buy my
You
lunch.
Do you give your, well, I guess I can't even say that. I was going to say something else.
Never stops you
I better
before.
shut up. I better shut up.
Since when did your mouth ever have a control panel, Sally?
I
Come on.
know. It's hard.
I'm teasing. You're as white as the driven snow. You're as
Yeah.
pure. No, you're as pure as
I'm
the
not
driven
pure.
snow.
Don't you dare call me that ever again.
You little princess from
I'm insulted.
Michigan.
I
Bad
feel it.
password.
Don't you call me pure? Funny. Dang, Scott, you're losing weight still. Jeez,
Yeah, he is.
getting all
Yeah, right.
skinny. In your arms, I meant. In your arms, you're losing weight.
I
Isn't
keep
that
putting
sad? When you lose weight, you just don't look as muscular.
I know that's the password to this. It keeps telling me bad password to the Wi-Fi network.
There's 2 E's, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might not have been here, Scott, but we're getting fiber optic internet. Woo!
You suck.
You don't get it?
No, they skipped our neighborhood and went to the ones behind us.
Yeah, they're doing that here. Our neighborhood got it, and a bunch of the ones in town didn't.
What is
But
wrong with this thing?
yeah, a 15-minute video takes me like 8 hours to upload,
Yeah,
and
I'm
now it will take like 15 minutes.
it won't even take that long.
Really? Supposed to get 500 megs.
Up and down, which is the key
Yep.
is the up.
Right. They had a package for 1,000 megs. I thought, well, I'll try the 500. Then if I wanted to
You don't
spend
need it.
another,
The 500 is so good, you don't need it.
I was fixing to say it's going to be, because you know how much megs up I have now?
I usually have about 12.
I have 7. And they call it high-speed internet.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you they charge you for it, too.
Oh, God. Well, the internet's not so bad, but didn't they add in all the fees? Like, to get that internet, you have to have a phone line. So then you got all the phone line fees, like the 911 charge and the city tax and the county tax and the state tax and the federal tax.
Yeah.
So we'll just cancel the phone line now and get rid of CenturyLink, you sorry suckers. I've had them for 15 years and they've been bad the whole
Yeah.
time. Do, do, do. Anyway,
Damn, the bird
oil.
went out. Now he's back in again.
I thought I heard a bird. Oh, I saw him. he flew right over your head by the back shelves.
Yeah, the building has we have a fenced in backyard, so because the dogs come in and out, I leave the inner door open so they can come and go. Damn, he flew right in it.
There he goes again. He's just going vrr, 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 above those back shelves.
A bird?
Yeah, there's a bird in here.
It's kind of light colored, like light gray or. I guess I'd rather have a bird than a snake drop down from the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it a pet?
No, it's just The
Oh,
wild.
it's wild.
there it goes again. Did you see
Yeah,
it?
I seen it.
Zoom. All right. How many people we still got watching? We still got 19 crazy people watching this.
Well, Lag will be here all damn day if he can be.
Yeah.
He's on top of the garage door, which is now up, so he can get out. Wow, dude. There you go. Y'all did the same there. You went up.
Be free.
Dude, you're not that smart, buddy.
We get birds on our back screened in porch, and there's 2 open doors. And they get in and they can't find the open door to get back out. And I'm like, you stupid bird.
Yeah, they're dumb.
And the dogs dogs will stand there and bark at them.
Hey, buddy, go that way.
Crazy bird, get out of here.
Says, no, I want to stay in here and poop on your stuff.
Hope those shelves are mounted to the wall. One of these days, one of those shelves is just going to crash down on top of you, kind of like mine. My shelves are so rickety.
When I built the building,
Your stuff.
I bought those all new from Costco. They're kind of heavy duty, so they're just not supposed. They're I put the extra ones on top. They're not supposed to be that tall, but
Like you see this shelf? This
Yeah, the plastic ones.
It's kind of farther away at the top than it is the bottom. It's leaning forward like the
Eiffel Tower.
yeah, it's got my padded flat rates up there. And then you go down and it gets closer and closer to the wall at the bottom.
It's scary.
That one's I'm afraid of that one.
All right, you should have got that already, Scott.
it did. It just beat. There's a P on there.
Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just make sure. I just want
I
to make
thought you
sure.
were poor, Sally. How do you afford $35?
What?
I thought you were poor. How do you afford $35?
I am poor.
Oh, okay.
I'm so poor that like I had a massage yesterday and now I'm freaking addicted, so I already made another appointment for Monday. She worked on my freaking both my sciaticas yesterday, and I'm telling you what, that helped. I had an adjustment right afterwards, and that helped more than all the adjustments I've had so far. So
That's good.
if that makes me feel better, then that's what I gotta do, I guess.
You've had a sore back for a long time.
Yeah, it's awful. And I figure, if I do it right after the weekend, it'll be good. It'll be really good. Because, I mean, like, I was looking at my steps, and I've been hitting about 8,000 almost every day. Especially whenever I work. At work, I'm like running back and forth, and it's cement floors all night long, and that kills your back.
Mm-hmm.
Kills your back, kills your hips and your knees and your ankles, and
yeah,
so
those 4 years I worked at Home Depot when I first retired.
oh,
God, I'm glad I found reselling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I worked for 25 years in fast food. Man, concrete is a killer.
Yeah.
And Home Depot isn't just the concrete floors. It's like climbing those ladders and then carrying, loading a pickup truck with bags of mulch.
Mm-hmm.
And those 50-pound bags of concrete. Jeez.
Oh, another thing I'm keeping my eye out for, if you guys run across it, is or if anybody has one in their stores, let me know. Because I'd really rather buy from people that I know, is a trail cam or a good set of like outdoor cameras. But I want
So-
one that I can hook to my phone so I can like watch it from work if I need to. But I know that Walmart's got a pretty decent set of trail. I think it's 2 trail cameras, and you can get both of them for either 250 or 200 or 250.
He must have made it out.
I need an office chair.
You still haven't got an office chair?
I've got an office chair. It's just the $5 one I got at the auction about
Just-
10
Just
years
buy you a
ago.
good gaming chair. It's going to cost you about $300 or $400.
Heck, I gave $5 for this one. It's a lazy boy at a yard sale.
Yeah. Either maybe look on your Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want a doorbell camera. I need it so I can set it up either right outside of my my window or in front of my house or inside. I can set it up inside and make it look out the window because I have that window open all the time, so it could capture sound and stuff. Because I have another camera in there, it just doesn't work well. Very pixelated. So I don't really want. And there's other cameras like there's actually a light bulb camera that they're promoting right now. A camera that you can screw in like a light bulb and it will move and stuff, and you can adjust it with your phone and look at it on your phone and all of that. So
So, are you trying to use it for security or just to see what's around your house?
yeah, well, and like security issues. Like if I just want people to know that I have a camera, and basically that's all I need. You know, I mean, I have a gun. That's why they don't come inside. But you know, I I don't want anybody. It seems like every year it gets worse and worse up here. You know, with people thieving and stuff. So
So you need one with Wi-Fi, so to attach to your Wi-Fi, so you can
yes,
see it anytime.
yes,
Yeah, most of these hunting ones are about not. You can get them for about. I think it looks like $100 a piece.
yeah,
There are some cheaper ones if you go.
yeah. Yeah, that'll be my next probably big purchase because I know that it's going to get used.
I just want to find Bigfoot with one.
Yeah, Lags has put up a security card sign. That doesn't matter. People don't. I mean, there's really dumb people here, and they don't know how to read. They, I mean, it's not saying that people that don't know how to read are dumb, but they're yeah, they don't know how to read and they won't read, and it doesn't matter if there's a sign or not. No trespassing, no nothing, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I just, I want something so that I can tell people, hey, look, I have a camera, so you're gonna be on camera, motherfucker.
Yeah, I bought a Ring, the second doorbell, this Ring 2 at a yard sale for $20. I need to swap it out. You reminded me I need to do that. Because the original Ring camera looked like a potato. The Ring 2 is 1080, at least it's 1080. So
Yeah.
You can at least make out what you're looking at.
I don't really want to get something that I want to pay a service for. I'm gonna have to pay a service.
It didn't have a service. It connects to your Wi-Fi.
Does
Ring.
it?
Yeah.
I thought Ring had to be. I thought it was all connected. Like,
Well, if you want to pay, you can pay for their storage or whatever. I don't want to record it. I just want to see who's at the door.
Yeah. But also, like, if something happens and you need to have it recorded, it would be good if, like, you know, you could put a card in or whatever.
Yeah,
And I know that
Lag just says put up a beware of the dog sign.
yeah, people don't get scared about that. We have bears and shit here. I mean, you know, like, they're not gonna be afraid of a dog. Especially my dogs. I have 2 Chihuahuas. Yeah, they'll bite your ankles off, but I don't know about anything else.
So it's if you want to record it, you have to have a plan. But if you don't record it, if you just use it as a doorbell and a
Yeah.
security camera, it doesn't.
Okay.
Well, folks, I'm going to shut it down.
Okay.
See y'all tomorrow. Same bat
I'm going to work.
time, same bat channel. Time to
I'll put
pack
the
up
link.
my orders.
I'll put the link in the group and on the Instagram also for Summer's Hangout.
Okay.
If anybody wants to join it.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Peace out.
Have a good day.